Hi. Having someone as an administrative assistant at Arizona State University, growing all the way to an assistant vice president of research operations, and then getting a job offer as research operations, overseeing the entire research operations, I should say, at Yale University. This is Lisa Mosley that I'm going to interview. She's overcome a lot of obstacles, had to step out of her comfort zone so many times that being outside of her comfort zone was more comfortable than being in. She had she could have gotten in her way, stuck in her way so many times, taking things personal, holding things, getting disappointed, getting her feelings hurt, wanting and needing to be right. But she overcame a lot of this, and I'd like to explore some of these ways that her leadership has made the better of all of this. The first thing I'd like to go into is I wanted to know with Lisa, what's her biggest asset as a leader? Her biggest asset is that she likes to maintain being approachable. She likes to be approachable with others, even though it means that she's not always going to be liked. She doesn't let her ego get in the way, and she always maintains that it's not about you. The goal of her job is to help others in their growth. So I asked her, what's your greatest strength? And do you recall when you discovered this about yourself? She didn't exactly elaborate when she discovered this about herself, and I believe it's probably because she's always had it. But her greatest strength is to listen to others and try to really understand what their true challenge is, sometimes before they even do. I can tell you that she's done this with me personally. I came to her with a struggle. I can't even recall the struggle because I've come to her with struggles so much. But I came with her with the struggle one time, and she listened carefully, taking notes, and then she tells me, Stacey, you're lacking confidence in what you're doing. And she went on and told me the tools and the ways to bring me to my own conclusion and maintain my own ownership and realization that I was in charge of my own growth. I was in charge of making this change. Even if there is negativity of a bad environment, I'm in charge of what I can do with this. One of the first things I learned from Lisa is that she told me one time that I was in a bad situation at work, and she said, regardless of the situation you're in, what are you learning from it? You wouldn't be in this situation if you were in a better environment. So you're still going to be learning from this. What are you learning from it? And it completely changed my perspective. It caused me to take a negative situation into a positive situation. I was getting something that others weren't getting. Even though they were getting a lot better, I was still getting something that they weren't going to get. I was getting a lot of growth. So I've always admired that about Lisa. Lisa's also the host of an emerging RA for Research Administration, emerging leadership committee that I'm a part of. So I get the benefit of having Lisa one-on-one once a month. And but also as the committee, there's about 10 or 12 of us, and we all talk throughout the University of Research Operations about how we can reach out to others in the community of research to further lead and develop and encourage and grow for the better whole. There's no individual results out of this except growth in ourselves, but there's no kind of profit. There's nothing, anything like that we gain out of it other than just developing our leadership skills. So another one of the topics I wanted to ask her is, what's the most difficult thing about being a leader? And she says, you're not always liked. People aren't going to always agree with you, no matter how much you try to understand their point of view. You want to see every single perspective before you ever try to make an argument. You want to always, again, not let your ego get in the way, but you're just not always going to be liked. So that's probably her most difficult part of being a leader. And I asked her, what do you receive the most criticism about? And I agreed with this one. Though I love Lisa Mosley as a mentor, her biggest weakness is, she says, the details of technology and system implementation, which I think I have a problem with as well. But she doesn't always take sides. She's incredibly impartial, and this can frustrate people. I've had a situation with her before where I've had a person that I wasn't fond of, and I wanted to vent to her about it because I needed leadership advice. And She gave me great leadership advice, but I was also hoping she'd be like a girlfriend to, like, agree with me and be catty back with me, but she just didn't. She just was incredibly impartial and stuck with giving me leadership guidance. So that's not something everybody can do, and I need to be better at that as well. I really, really liked that. She's always said that it's her goal for others to not know if she likes them or not. And I quickly was like, wait, do you like me? Because I thought you liked me. And she quickly laughed and said, no, I want people, it should not be about that. I'm here for everybody, regardless of if I like them or not. It's a huge, huge skill to be able to develop. So that's really all I got about Lisa. I mean, I could keep talking and talking about her actually, but I'm going to summarize it here since I'm at my time limit. But if you guys could take anything away from this, I hope you can. But if you can, keep your ego out of the way. Remember that no matter the situation that you're in, there's always something you can learn from it. And that you're not there for yourself. Being a leader is being a leader for other people. So if you start to do this for yourself, you start to let your ego get in the way, then you're not going to be sticking with the leadership skills. Okay, hope you guys all enjoy this, and I look forward to looking at everybody else's video. Thank you guys.